What if I told you that hidden within the pages of the Bible lies one of humanity's oldest astronomical secrets, a cosmic code that's been staring us in the face for thousands of years? Tonight, we're diving deep into a mystery that connects ancient Persian stargazers, Chinese astronomers, and biblical prophets in ways that will absolutely blow your mind. The question we're going to answer is this: did the ancient biblical writers possess advanced astronomical knowledge that modern science is only now beginning to understand? Stay with us as we uncover the shocking truth about how the stars themselves may have been designed to tell an ancient story, one that bridges the gap between heaven and earth in ways you never imagined. Welcome to Uncovered Biblical History and Traditions, the channel dedicated to lost stories of the biblical past. Discover stories of pre-Christian historical roots, biblical legends, lost church history, and forgotten historical characters of faith. It is very helpful if you hit the like, subscribe, and share. Help build my channel, and let's take a look together into these uncovered forgotten tales. Every star chart is packed with figures, men, women, animals, mythical beasts. These constellations represent something far more profound than most people realize. While everyone assumes these patterns came from Greek and Roman mythology, the evidence tells a radically different story. When researchers examined astronomical records of ancient civilizations, Chinese, Chaldeans, Egyptians, they discovered something mind-blowing. These separate cultures, scattered across continents with no contact, all recognized the exact same celestial signs. Identical configurations, matching names, sequential ordering. The answer is revolutionary: they were all copying from something much older. This universal agreement points to stellar patterns fixed according to an ancient religious system that predates recorded history. Here's the fascinating part: many star arrangements don't naturally suggest they're assigned figures. Scorpio works, its heart marked by red Antares, stars forming a curved tail. Taurus makes sense with visible horns and bright Aldebaran marking the bull's eye. But most constellations look nothing like their names suggest. This tells us whoever designed this system wanted stars to conform to specific representations, regardless of natural appearance. These star pictures exist within the zodiacal circle, an imaginary band wrapping around the sky through which our solar system travels. The sun's path, called the ecliptic, forms a perfect circle when viewed from the North Star. Ancient astronomers identified 4 critical points: vernal equinox, autumnal equinox, summer solstice, and winter solstice. These cosmic cardinal directions form the foundation of the entire celestial system. Solstice comes from Latin meaning stand still, because the sun appears to pause at these moments. Here's where our story enters ancient mystery territory. Early Persian and Chinese writings describe 4 magnificent guardian stars watching over all others from the cardinal directions. These brilliant sentinels stood at the most important celestial intersections. When modern astronomers looked for these guardian stars at today's cardinal points, they found nothing. No bright stars anywhere near these positions. This suggested either ancient records were wrong, or these stars had dimmed over millennia. Then someone had a brilliant idea. What if we're looking in the wrong place? Earth wobbles on its axis like a spinning top, causing the precession of the equinoxes. Over thousands of years, cardinal points slowly drift westward through the star field. When researchers calculated where those points would have been 5,000 years ago, they made a stunning discovery. There they were, 4 blazing stars positioned exactly where ancient texts said: Aldebaran, Antares, Regulus, and Fomalhaut, located in Taurus the bull, Scorpio the eagle, Leo the lion, and Aquarius the water-bearer. Here's where our cosmic detective story intersects with biblical prophecy in the most extraordinary way. The prophet Ezekiel, writing 2,500 years ago, recorded a vision describing exactly these 4 celestial guardians. In Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 10, "As for the likeness of their faces, the cherubims, they had the face of a man, and they 4 had the face of a lion on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side, they 4 had also the face of an eagle." A man, a lion, an ox, and an eagle, corresponding perfectly to Aquarius the water-bearer, Leo the lion, Taurus the bull, and Scorpio the eagle. The connection becomes even more explicit in Revelation chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. "And round about the throne, 4 living creatures full of eyes before and behind." And the first creature was like a lion, and the second creature like a calf, and the third creature had the face of a man, and the fourth creature was like a flying eagle. These biblical writers were describing the same cosmic arrangement that Persian and Chinese astronomers documented, the zodiac, when those four guardian stars stood watch at heaven's cardinal points. Ezekiel provides astronomical detail that's mind-blowing when you understand celestial mechanics. In chapter 1, verses 18 and 19. As for their rims, they were high and dreadful, and they four had their rims full of eyes round about. And when the living creatures went, the wheels went beside them, and when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. And chapter 10, verse 12. And their whole body, and their backs, and their hands, and their wings, and the wheels, were full of eyes round about, even the wheels that they four had. Ezekiel describes wheels within wheels, covered with eyes, moving in perfect coordination. Ancient peoples described stars as eyes, watching from heaven, and the zodiacal circle literally moves like a great wheel through the sky. These same four creatures served as emblems of Israel's four great tribes: Judah, lion; Ephraim, ox; Reuben, man; and Dan, eagle. When Israelites camped in the wilderness, they arranged in a perfect square with these tribal banners marking cardinal directions, a terrestrial mirror of the celestial arrangement. The evidence for ancient astronomical knowledge is staggering. Greek poet Hesiod, writing around 800 BC, noted that Arcturus rose at sunset 50 days after winter solstice, February 19th in his calendar. Today, that star rises at sunset on March 30th in Greece. Using stellar precession rates, astronomers calculate Hesiod made his observations exactly 2,800 years ago, confirming both ancient astronomical records and our understanding of celestial mechanics. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect is what this suggests about the origin of human knowledge. These astronomical truths weren't developed gradually over centuries. They appear fully formed in the earliest historical records, suggesting inheritance from an even more ancient source. The zodiacal system, with precise mathematical divisions, sophisticated understanding of precession, and integration with complex prophetic literature, represents astronomical knowledge that seems almost impossible for primitive cultures to have developed independently. Yet there it is, embedded in Chinese legends, Persian texts, Egyptian charts, and biblical prophecy, a unified cosmic narrative spanning continents and millennia, pointing back to some primordial source of astronomical wisdom. So our answer to the opening question, did biblical writers possess advanced astronomical knowledge, is a resounding yes. More than that, they were guardians of ancient cosmic wisdom connecting heaven and earth in ways modern science is only beginning to appreciate. The next time you look up at the night sky, remember, you're not seeing random stars. You're witnessing the same cosmic theater that inspired ancient prophets, guided Persian astronomers, and preserved the greatest astronomical mystery in human history. The heavens are still declaring the glory, we're just finally learning how to listen. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe for more great content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.